And we're live, Kurt.
It says we're live.
Says we're live. Okay, well, we'll give it a minute for people to show up. This is going to be live egg cutting number 8, and as a lot of you know, I've been gone. So I've been on vacation, and I've had people come in the house every other day or so checking on the snakes, and this clutch was getting ready, and more eggs. And well, they did a pretty good job, but I come home, I open a clutch of eggs, and what do I find? Eggs pipping. Not just eggs pipping, but actually, we're a little, I'll need a bowl of water here. A little past that. We actually, this is going to be the least cutting egg cutting video I think I've ever done. Came out jug of water, Kurt. There. And what I mean is, as you're going to see, we won't have to do a whole lot of cutting in this one. You'll see why in a minute. Hi, Snyder. Look at this cat. He was like hanging there. Alright, but we're still going to prep. We're still going to do anything else. If there's any questions, Kurt, shout them out. And before then, I guess I should get to what the pairing was. The pairing, in this case, was an albino female to a 100% het for snow male. So we got 4 eggs originally. If you go back and you watch, I don't know if we did an egg pulling video or not. One of the eggs I had my doubts about. Actually, we had 7 eggs. We had 3 that were definite slugs, I believe it was. I have to look back at the counter actually. And 4 that were full size. One of them I didn't see any vein work in. I didn't figure it was healthy. And 3 that looked healthy. Well, the one I didn't think was healthy wasn't. It died. And so we were left with just 3 eggs. But we're going to do this a little different. I'm going to pull out baby number 1 first.
Someone said, do you use spring water or tap water?
I use tap. Good enough for me, it's good enough for them. And this is baby number 1. It already crawled out all on its own. We'll give it a little wash. Wash, wash, wash. Probably a little more wash I need to do because since it crawled out on its own, it's got gunk all over it. And you know, I just do that because I don't want that gunk all over me. But it really, I mean, it's just egg garbage, is what that is. Egg slime. Get that later. I mean, it really wouldn't hurt them in the wild. Nobody's going to wash them. You know what I'm saying? But I will. And this one is a nice little albino. And of course, this is not only an albino, it's a possible het exanthic. 50% chance of it being het exanthic. So, that's pretty nice looking. You know, that's what it is. Cool pink eyes. Now, pull out baby number 2. Baby number 2, which is already out, is this one right here. So last year we didn't get any albinos. This year at least we got 2 albinos. Down and washed off. This is going to be like the least exciting clutch cutting ever. Sorry. And I got this one here. I think this one's contrast might be just a little bit. After getting them washed off, I don't know, they're about the same. This one definitely has more of a dotted pattern, an alien head pattern with more white on the back. This one here is definitely more grossness. Banded looking with a lot less alien headed patterns. So they're easy to tell apart looking at them. Depending on which one you want when the time comes, which isn't today. But there are the 2 albinos. I'm going to give you both another quick rinses because they set for as long as they have out of there because I was gone.
Someone asked if there's a chance of them drowning.
When I do that,
I guess.
No. I mean, if it sucked in a bunch of fluid right away, there's always a chance when you rinse it off it could drown. Same thing with an adult snake. But I have never ever had that happen. I haven't really heard of anybody having that ever happen. I've heard urban legends of it, but never actually heard anybody experience saying it's happened to them. And here you can see they're empty eggs. Fully absorbed yolks, you know. Looks disgusting in there because that's how eggs look after a while. Just toss those away.
Someone asked how many days do you have to wait until you can sex them?
Do it now. I mean, I'm usually pretty gentle with them early on because they don't have a lot of muscle control. But with ball pythons, you can do it right away. That one looks to be a little female. Yeah. And now, again, because I'm really gentle with them, I say looks to be. You know, we'll give them a little bit, and we'll always do this a little bit more thorough, but usually you can tell. to work with me, snake. Also could be a little female. Wouldn't that be good? They're both little girls. So I'll put those back in there, and then we'll work on this last egg, which you can see has already pipped. Well, there. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it out. My concern here is so many pips and the shell is completely dried out. This egg is done. So I'm hoping the baby isn't stuck or wrapped up or something like that. I don't think it is. Well, it'll appear to be fine. I'll cut a little more than I normally do on this one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something that you've been told never to do. Those other two are completely out, and I can see that this egg is done. There's no yolk in there at all. So we're going to welcome this little one to the world. Just like that. Look at that grossness. That was in the egg. So, let's get you all stretched out. See how you look. And again, you can see why I did that. The umbilicus was completely fallen off. That was that little nastiness that was all dried up, falling off. It came out of there. And this one is a little 100% het albino, 50% het axanthic. So, we did hit one normal snake in there, if you would. Give it a quick rinse. You can see, I mean, even at this age, they know to get their nose out the water when the time comes. All right, there it is. And that's one thing you probably don't ever see anybody do is actually just pull it out the egg. Little Jay Brewer does. He puts it back. And he does that with retics, which is a little bit of a different game. But here, I mean, you know what you're looking for. There was no danger in that, so went ahead and did it, made sure it could get out. But it's still a pretty little snake. Kurt, you got any questions?
Someone asked if we're going to be in Daytona.
Probably not. I mean, we talked about it, but I haven't looked at the exact dates. It is, I'd say it's a possibility. I wouldn't set my watch to it just yet. I can't tell what you are for sure through the P. We'll look, but I'm not going to hold my breath. If I do go to Daytona, I won't be going as a vendor. I'll be going just to go. So it'd be a purchasing trip for Kurt and I, not a sale trip. The reason for that is, you know, Patreon. And we just posted a video on Patreon today releasing more snakes there. They literally have purchased almost everything. Right now I am dealing with some family in the hospital. When I get done with that, which should be next weekend, we may have some things we make available to the public in general. There'll be a few that have cleared, but it ain't going to be a lot. And that's not because we don't want to sell snakes. We want to sell snakes. It's what we do. But the VIP club has been purchasing the vast majority of them. It's been quite a blessing. So, you may see some. You may not see too many. But anyway, that is clutch number 8. This was our smallest clutch of the year. And I'll tell you what, though. I'm still happy with it because last year I didn't get any albinos. And I love having recessive stuff. So getting those two definitely makes up for last year. And it definitely makes up for it being a smaller clutch. Now, here's the interesting thing. That female paired to the same male twice now has thrown me a bunch of slugs in a crappy clutch. Before that, she did 2 years of rock solid clutches. So I know she's capable. I was thinking maybe it was the male. He was bred to another female this year who threw no slugs in a full-size clutch of, I think, 7 eggs. So I know it's not the male. My curiosity is it the pairing of those two together? So next year, my albino female will be getting a different male to see if we get better results in the eggs. Once happens, twice like that, thumbs up. I don't know what it is or why. And I was thinking maybe my male was just kind of weak, but he did fine on another clutch. So I'm thinking it may just be something in that actual pairing of those two where they're not making that many viable eggs. So we'll switch it up and see if it doesn't improve our numbers. And that's why you track these things, so you can do that. I can look back and see, well, what's causing that? Is that male a problem? No, he was here. How'd that female do in previous years? Okay, it's just, she's not necessarily the problem. And try to figure out if I'm having small clutches, because 3 is a small clutch, why? And if I'm having a lot of slugs, why, and what can I do to prevent having so many slugs. All right, unless there's any questions, Kurt, we'll probably end up dipping out of here. Like, this is the only reason we went live on this small of a video is because we always cut legs live. And, you know, if I did something where I was like, it was too small, I'm not going to cut them live, somebody would be like, oh, you said you're going to cut all the eggs live, you're going to do this live, and then you didn't. What are you hiding? Well, I'm not hiding anything. I wanted to go ahead and come forward and show you I'm not hiding anything. And so, there it is. I'm not hiding anything. Any questions, Kurt?
Well, someone asked how the Blood Diamond project's going.
It's going. I mean, here's where it currently stands. The female is large enough. I think we could probably start working on breeding her. Our males are definitely large enough to work on breeding her. But do not climb. Okay, climb my leg. Come here. Ugh. If you're going to be up here, we're going to do this because you and baby snakes do not mix, right? No. But we have to finish our zoo first. And when the zoo is done, we have to have our inspections. When the inspections are done, we have to get the USDA license granted. And once the USDA license is granted, that will allow us to commercially breed those. So that is a holdup. You know, I want to make sure we do it all on the up and up, and so I don't have the state I live in crawling up my rear end or anybody else, or if anybody complains, I have all the proper paperwork to do what I'm doing. That means it's going to set it back timeline-wise because our zoo's taking a little bit longer than we anticipated, but you know, it's coming along. It looks really good. I'm really excited about when it's going to be done. The cages are really nice, and those blood diamonds will rotate in and out of exhibits as they're breeding. So, it's coming. Just got to be patient. And trust me, nobody is less patient about it than me on those blood diamonds. So, that's where that's at. Anything else before we get off of here?
Someone asked me about rats chewing out of tubs. And we just bought all new ARS racks, so we don't have that problem anymore.
Yeah, on the ARS racks, I don't think we've ever had one chew out, have we?
No.
No. So the ARS tubs, you're going to be good to go, which is American Rodent Supply, is what ARS stands for. On the bus tubs, is what we used to use. There, you buy them from restaurant supply companies, and they were made to bus tables. We would have those get chewed through, and Kurt would patch them with like some, basically some metal grating, some metal mesh, more or less. Like chicken wire, right? Or hail screen, what we're using.
It's they call it hardware mesh. It's
hardware mesh. So that's what he was using to repair those if you have those. But if you do the ARS, they're designed for rodents, and so the way the corners are set up, they can't really get their teeth in there and start gnawing a hole. And once they get a hole, I mean, you know, that tub's gonna be a pain in the ass for you. So these have been really nice for us. All right. And this was kind of a short video. A couple things I want to just do a little housekeeping while we've got some of you here. How many people got watching?
99.
99. Good enough. Here's some of the things that's going to be coming on our YouTube channel. Like anything, as we do more and more of this, you're going to see more and more things change. We are always going to do who we are. That's not changing. We're always going to focus on the snakes we focus on. That's not changing. But we are also starting to reach out and branch out and film some other animals, some other places, such as some commercial places like private zoos and things like that. We want to film some other private breeders in Kansas, you know, especially in Kansas because it's just easy. We don't have to go that far, and maybe some other places as well. So you're going to start seeing some of those videos mixed in too. I want to be clear as you start seeing those come in. The reason I'm saying that is because I just filmed a bunch of places. You know, we've got another one scheduled we're going to go to and film. I'm really excited about, and I don't want people going, oh, well, they just quit doing snakes. No, we're not going to quit doing snakes. But I think it's fun to mix in the occasional tiger, right? So if we can do that, and we can go do other animals, we're going to take that opportunity to bring that to you in the same form that we are, the same type of passion we have. So I'll be honest, if you put me around big cats, I'm just as excited as I am about snakes. I just really can't keep a tiger in the house. So reptiles it is. But we're going to be doing some of those things too. And mixing that in with our standard programming. So you're going to have a little bit more stuff going on, hopefully, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. And if anybody says, don't do it, I wish you'd just stick to snakes, I appreciate your opinion, I'm going to do it anyway, because we do this because we enjoy it. And, you know, the thing, too, we thought about when we do that is if we do some other animals as well, you know, other people besides reptile people may see that. Then they may go, oh, that's neat, and they may click on the channel, and then they may find some reptiles they like too. And it's a way to kind of help grow the hobby and grow our channel. Well, we grow the hobby because we're going to be reaching out by having other things and bringing more people into the reptile fold. Instead of seeing it, like they think, they'll see people who are normal, like the rest of you, and are passionate about what they do, and they may go, oh, I'm going to check that out, maybe watch a few other channels too, and then, voila, we got a new reptile person, right? So what was the reaction to that? Because you kind of had a smile on your face.
No, Joyce, but
Okay.
someone asked how many more egg cuttings do we have?
Tired of these, huh? Me too, don't worry.
I think they're excited.
This is number 8. Well, and Kurt's always like, man, we gotta... Kurt hates this time of year. I'll get to that question, I promise. But let me tell you, he hates this time of year, and he bitches at me every so often. He's like, the only damn things we film right now are clutch cutting, and then clutch update. Clutch cutting, clutch update. He's like, I want to stretch my creative juices. And I'm like, no, we got to film this shit, because it's important shit. And it is. I mean, it's what we do. But I also like, that's why when we did we bought snakes at Walmart video,
Sam's Club.
Sam's Club. Walmart and Sam's the same damn thing. One's just bigger. We did that video. He's like, okay, you got to walk up here. You got to drive. He made me do all this so he could do all this cool editing and put some shit together. He was all excited about it because he gets to stretch his creative juices, something he loves to do, which is make this little movie. And on the clutch update video, it's kind of like point and shoot. He kind of gets bored with me. But to answer that question, we have, I believe, currently 15 clutches in the incubator. Is that right?
Yeah.
This will be number 16 we're pulling tonight. So she's sitting on some right there. Awesome, awesome. That'll be Bumblebee the Calico. And then I believe we have at least 2 more to go, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 3. No, 2. At least 2 more to go. So I expect a minimum of 18 this year, which means we got 10 more of these cutting videos scattered out. 10 more, actually 12 more clutch update videos, because we haven't done the clutch update from the black pastel banana yet, nor these, some black pastel banana. All that came out the egg. Those ones we cut accidentally way too early. They are all out of the egg, doing fine. All but one have shed. One of them took a little longer to come out. They're all normal weight, perfectly healthy, and excellent. So you'll see those soon. But that's kind of where that stands. But don't worry about Kurt and his sadness, because he didn't go on vacation with me. Question Girl did. And while we were on vacation, this is kind of what our world is dealing with. You guys have all seen Grandpa on videos. He went on vacation with us, so you're going to see him in some more videos too. We went to several places that we're going to highlight, including like Branson's Wild World, Wild Valley Animal Safari Park. So cool. I got to do something really awesome there. I can't wait for you all to see that. I was like, ah! And we also went to the new aquarium there in Springfield that's owned by Bass Pro. And I just want to say, I know you don't watch this, Mr. Morris, who owns that. I think his last name is Morris. But my anaconda is bigger than yours. And that is a true statement. But, so he didn't get to go. So that means that Question Girl had to reprise her role as camera girl, and she did great. But she's going to leave it running. She's not going to be as steady. I told her, don't worry, we got tons of footage, and Kurt will throw some things out, put some things in, so he probably has 4 hours of shit to dig through. So he's going to be like, I hate you, and then he won't want to be creative anymore. See what I did there? Just squash that. No. But we're really excited about that. He'll probably just like, I'm going with you next time, so I don't have to do quite as much editing. All right, guys, anything else before we hop up off of here? It's turned into me rambling because, I didn't get to tell you one thing. The reason that you're going to see some things, probably why I'm rambling is I haven't slept a lot. Because on that vacation as well, after we finished all of our animal filming and we were just doing some normal vacation stuff, my grandfather actually did fall. And he is 88, and he did break a hip. So then I've been in the hospital for several days. I came home today to bring my family home because I have my great niece. We're watching her because my niece got married, and she's away on honeymoon. And so I brought my wife and my great niece home. I'm staying here tonight, and I'm getting back up tomorrow morning and going back out of town to be with him in the hospital. Now, by the time you guys, I guess this is live, so you're hearing that as it's happening. So that's kind of why it's going to be crazy around here. So that's what's going on with us right now. And it'll be fun. He's going to be okay, pretty sure. He's in good spirits. Surgery went well. They pinned all his shit back together. And I'll get him doing other crazy crap soon. Bad thing is, I took him all over the place, and he did fine. I literally walked that 88-year-old man miles and miles of animal stuff. I mean, you'll see, he literally kissed a zebra donkey cross called a Z-donk on the face. And we did all that just fine, and then we slipped in the parking lot. This just sucks, right? All right, anything else before we get off of here?
Nope.
All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.